A full roster of football content for you guys. Rico, 5-Star Zone, recap from the weekend that was, and a preview coming up. All Big Ten stuff, not just Michigan and Michigan State. Cash the ticket. We got the podcast done because my travel schedule this week moved up, so we cut both today. You're going to be getting a Thursday night primer for the college games. You're going to be getting a full college episode, and you're going to be getting a full NFL episode. Those are all available. Odyssey, Spotify, Apple. I believe the Thursday night one comes out today, and then college tomorrow, and then pro Friday. Hope I didn't screw Evan over by saying that. And then I'll be taping the Boomer Esiason kickoff show, also available wherever your podcasts are found. So we're just cranking out the content. It's all there for you. Now, as far as the content we're doing now, Monday night inspired me as a Lions fan that this offense is very legit, that the Eagles are, in fact, what some people thought they were, that Minnesota is not the team they were in week one, and that Green Bay still is woefully limited on the perimeter. Oh, they can run it big time. But I wanted to know from you guys, have you arrived at a point where two things are true? There's only one game on the schedule. You just can't win. Buffalo. And your offense is going to be elite this year. And when I say elite, that doesn't mean number one. But it means outside of a Buffalo or a Kansas City, you're in that discussion. I think your offense is that good. And with Ragnow practicing...
Wait, you're putting them with Buffalo and Kansas City?
I said those are the elite two.
Okay. And
after those two, I'll put you against anybody based on the running game, the O-line, superstar DeAndre Swift, and a bevy of weapons, including the soon-to-be present we get to open Jamison Williams. I want to know if people are willing to move their expectations up. 248-539-9797. So that's been the conversation. And I started the year at 8 wins. I'm willing to move to 9. Rico has gone to 6. David is staying at 6. Kenny, you haven't dropped a win prediction. Not one I remember. So do you agree with the premise of this? Or where are you at with your expectation?
I agree with the premise of the offense. The defense still obviously a major question mark. Not sure what we're going to get out of the linebacker play from there. But at the beginning of the season, before week 1, I had them around 7 wins. If their offense continues down this path, I could see 8 wins. And that's about as crazy as I'm going to go with that statement because I'm kind of scared. I'm scared to get my heart broken again. That's what I'm scared of.
If we can get 8 wins and I get to see post-Lion game Kenny like I saw last week.
It was an experience.
That guy.
How bad was it?
Oh, Kenny? Oh, he was great. Kenny was the life of the party. He was walking in, giving the finger point to everybody. Hey. Kenny was feeling good.
Was he slurring his words?
Nah.
Okay, so he was all right.
Oh, no, he was all right. But, man, I've never seen him that happy and bouncing around. And he was that guy like, hey, David. Ha-ha. Mikey
Was it Billy Ray Valentine?
Yes.
Feeling good, Lewis. 248-539-9797. So let's get to the people, see what they've got to say, because I'm into it. And I think there's a lot of reasons to be optimistic with this team. Let's go to Zane, 97.1. What's up, Zane?
Hey, thank you for letting me on the call. It's a great evening here. First off, I want to say thank you for all that advice. I took it, and this is going to be a bit out of a stretch, but I think we're going to go 12-5 this season. It's a bit of a stretch, but this is my prediction.
Whoa. All right, why?
I know. Wait, I know we're just a bit too optimistic, but I know it's early in the season, but I see a lot of definite wins, but a lot of close losses as well.
Yeah, but what have you seen so far that leads you to a place that I don't think anyone's willing to go right now? 12 wins might lead the NFC. You might be the 1 seed. I mean, we may need to power that down a little, Zane.
I mean, yeah, but I've seen, there's been some good receiving ends for us. Looking at these other teams, though, I think our schedule, it looks pretty easy. Okay. The Vikings aren't what we thought we were, like how we looked at it earlier back in Monday night. The Seahawks, now that's a maybe because Geno Smith is actually doing kind of well this season. The Patriots, Mac Jones.
Okay, hold on. All right.
Zane, I'll just remember this, Zane.
You're killing me.
When everybody's doing that win-loss game, when they see Detroit, they're probably putting, we could beat the Lions. But
guys, can we get a little more critical thinking? Zane is on the crazy train. Can we please?
you stirred up the chili pot.
I did not stir up anything
You
in his
stirred this
direction.
up. You did. When you walk in,
No one's talking about easy schedules.
you basically walked down Skid Row and said free crack.
It's like Amsterdam and The Wire.
Right.
Got that blue top.
Right.
Pandemic.
Said you walked down Skid Row and said free crack.
Jeez.
I mean, so yeah, you paint a picture, Rico. Paint a picture.
Yeah. Way to use your words. Let's go to Johnny, 97.1. What's up, Johnny?
Hey, guys.
Hey, Johnny.
How are you?
Good, buddy.
You know what? I'm looking at what we're talking about here, and I just want everyone to stay focused on what Mike's actually asking. Is this possible? Is this real? Yeah, it is possible. And the one difference between our offense and maybe Buffalo or Kansas City is our true ability to run the ball, which will be able to control the clock, which could keep our defense fresh, which could get us to kind of gain more value out of defense when we know it's a true weak spot. You know, if we call some good blitzes and we're confident in our team that we can just score almost any drive that we're going on the field, you know, we can get a little riskier on the defensive calls, get some turnovers. Like, that's how this could happen. And, of course, we want to see more proof of product. But I guarantee you, if you look at the history of the NFL, the teams that are 17th on offense and 15th on defense don't equate to, like, an 8-8 team. I'd rather have top 5 offense and 22nd on defense, which I think we can get to. And that would be probably equating to more wins if you look at the history of the NFL.
Yeah, and Johnny, I think you brought something really important. You know, the definition of what a good defense does now. Look, if you have an elite defense like Tampa, you stop people and you take it away. But the rest of us are kind of living in this weird space where the only way to get a stop is a penalty, a sack, or a turnover. You don't really stop people anymore because the rules are designed for you not to stop people. So people have to get comfortable with the uncomfortable. Mm-hmm. And if this defense can take it away enough or can get that one negative play and get a couple chances at it, I think this offense will be good enough. If they can play with a lead, they could be good enough to win more games than people recognize.
Absolutely. I mean, just controlling the clock. Like, I just imagine any particular game, you go down the field, you score, you get that one first stop because you have a dialed-up defense that you had planned all week. You go down and score again, you're up 14. That already changes the game significantly. Whether it's in the first quarter or not, it starts to change the tempo, gets you more momentum, then people start to become more one-dimensional, and these are all things that you can do to, again, gain advantage on a weakness in your team.
Go ahead, Rico.
No. I mean, I think, you know, as you said, you can score a ton of points. I think it really comes down to, can you get those stops? Late in the first half, in the fourth quarter, key stops, stop the other team, and then you can squeak some of the games out. Yes, you're going to score a ton of points. You're going to be in games. Whereas last year they were in games, but man, it was painful to watch. They're making it fun. Scoring a lot of touchdowns. They seem excited. It's just that defensive side, man. That's what bothers me.
Let's go to Sully, 97.1. What's up, Sul? Sully.
Hello.
Here you go. We'll move it along. Go to Matt, 97.1. What's up, Matt?
Hey now.
What's
hey,
up?
How you guys doing?
How are you, Matty?
Hey, I'm great. God, it's a weird feeling for a Lions fan. But, hey, Mike, couldn't agree with you more. Beginning of the season, I was probably 7-8. I'm probably 8-9 now. And, Rico, I think you're right in your explanation. Lions fans aren't used to having good things, and we're all afraid to get punched in the gut before we can buy in on it. But I got to tell you, where it's driving me crazy is this Goff situation.
Okay.
We have the number one offense. We scored more TDs than any team in the NFL. I know it's only 2 weeks.
Sure.
But that's more TDs than you want, not more field goals that we're used to. And all people want to call in and say is, oh, we need to get rid of Goff. Now, and this is on top of 3 offensive linemen out, the number one backup offensive lineman out, our number one running back limited, and we put up 36 points. But, yeah, we need to get someone better. If we had Mahomes, if we had Allen, people would be calling in going, oh, we need to get rid of those bums. And we can't win with them. So it's just crazy that if you think about it next year, if we do not have to use those first 2 picks to go get a quarterback,
my God.
Okay,
in
Matt.
our free agency, we can line up defensive tackles, linebackers, secondary, and
Go
then
ahead,
we can have a Tampa defense.
No,
Let's go.
I think I understand where Matt is coming from because I do think that Goff is so underappreciated. For as much as people are waiting on Jameson to get here, they look at Goff. Yeah, you're scoring 36 points and all, but look at you. Your name's Goff. I don't like you.
Yeah, but you know what the reality is, guys? He can still be better.
Right?
He's
Well,
only
he can.
complete.
How many drops were in that last game?
Well,
I count
well,
5 that I could just think of.
Well,
in their hands.
week 1, I think they dropped 4 or 5 passes. So look, the
And he
reality
had
is,
some bad throws in week 1 as well.
If he gets back to his career norms of hitting 65% of his passes, this offense will be a real guys. It's
Scary.
And here's the beauty of it: you get to kick the can for 2 years because that contract of his it goes past this year. A lot of people think it's up. It's not. He gets, I think, $21 million and $20 million in the next 2 seasons coming up. It would be very similar to the whole Jimmy Garoppolo thing out in San Francisco. You didn't re-sign him, but he's still under contract with you, and you're just kind of playing it out. So if for some reason there's a quarterback that's out on the markets you want to make a trade for, you can. Or if somebody falls in the draft, you can go after him and kind of groom him along slowly. You don't have to push that person out there instantly because Goff has this thing going.
Thank God you kept Garoppolo.
Hey,
I mean, Rico, it wasn't just Trey Lance getting hurt.
I placed a lot of phone calls. I'm glad they finally picked up.
He got hurt in the first 10 minutes of the season, basically.
Cookies last year. Cookies thought Trey Lance. It's what the Jameson thing. Play Trey Lance. Why aren't you playing Trey Lance? Lance ain't ready, man. If you put him in there, and you saw the team just rally. Jimmy came in the game, and you saw the smiles. Debo was like, yes, the touchdown play. We're about to run it.
Wait, so you're
Let's
saying
go.
that Jimmy Garoppolo is J.J. McCarthy?
Yes.
By the way, the bottom 10 is out. You know, ESPN does the bottom 10.
Yeah.
I'd like to congratulate Michigan fans. All 3 of your non-conference opponents are in the top 8 of the bottom 10. Number 2, Hawaii, as the second worst team in America. Number 3, Colorado State, as the third worst team in America. And the number 8, UConn Huskies, as the 8th worst team in America.
Oh, man, but they didn't give one.
No, you know who's number 1? The team who Minnesota just destroyed, New Mexico State. 0-4.
Okay.
But I think this is the most highly anticipated game of the weekend. Number 1, New Mexico State. Number 2, Hawaii in Los Cruces. Let's get it on.
Okay, that makes so much sense now. I'm like, why is Hawaii favored to beat anybody?
Because the second worst team in America is favored over the worst team.
Sometimes I'm like, you know what? I need to go to bed.
Whoa.
I'm
What
seeing
channel?
things. No, I
David,
literally,
what channel is Hawaii, New Mexico State on?
Are they seriously playing this week?
Yeah.
maybe we should put something on this game.
No. No. That if you bet, do you know what happens? If you put that bet into FanDuel,
They knock on your door?
They send the people to delist you or whatever it is, or disassociate you. They come to your house and disassociate
They come
you.
knocking on your door like Jehovah's
They
Witnesses.
put you on the list.
Right.
Yeah. You know
Accept
what?
bet, disassociated, phone restarts.
We know what you did. We just need you to confess, and we can move on.
Here's your money back.
Right.
Don't ever do that again.
Right.
David, what channel's that on?
I'm not even seeing a channel.
What channel's Hawaii, New Mexico State? We must
You know
see
what?
it.
It's the court-appointed artist. It's just going to draw things from the game. And here was that touchdown. Football sketches. Right. Here was the kickoff.
I really do not see a channel.
The coach was angry.
It's like the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame where they have Jimi Hendrix's childhood drawings and he's got a picture of Oregon and UCLA.